Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me check and look on my channel and see if this is actually working. This stuff is so complicated. Can't really tell how to use this stuff. All right. All right. So I'm live. I'm finally live. All right. Let me see something here. All right. What's going on, everybody? So it's been a long time since I made any content. I'm back with a motherfucking ski mask on, as you can see, trying to deliver this content to you guys. What I wanted to talk about today, I wanted to talk about Brother Polight and his actual criminal case and, the whole situation. For the most part, he has an upcoming trial. And in that trial, he's charged with several felonies. I was actually trying to pull that information up so that I can share it with you. Let me see if I can actually get it now. But yeah, so he has these trials coming up, and a lot of people are just kind of trying to figure out what the outcome is going to be on those trials. Rodney, what's up, man? Look, I threw a ski mask on. I threw a motherfucking ski mask on so I can, come live and try to talk to you guys. I'm never going to show my face. This is the closest thing you ever going to get to seeing me. So, this is what you got. I need some better ski masks, but, for the most part, this is what I got. This is what the fuck I got for now. But yeah, so I just wanted to, just have a quick conversation about Brother Polight. For those of you who don't know, Brother Polight is an extremely intelligent brother. He's written tons of motherfucking books that's all over the internet. I think he has a website, brotherpolight.com. I'm not really sure. But everybody knows Brother Polight, You either love him or you hate him, right? A lot of people talk about how Brother Polight has pretty much scammed him and how Brother Polight has ripped them off. This whole mask feel weird. I need more space for my lips. Whoever made these damn ski masks didn't make them for black people, because black people got some big ass lips, and the eye holes are really small, so it's like really feeling funny on my eyes. But this is what we're working with for now. Maybe at some point I'm going to alter the ski mask. So you say it's funny, huh? Hey, this is what I'm working with, man. This is what y'all reduced me to. I'm never going to show my face, but I wanted to give y'all something, so this is what we're working with. So yeah, so if you don't know who Brother Polight is, then you are probably not black. I'll say that. So there's some basic assumptions I'm going to make. If you don't know who Brother Polight is, you're probably not of African descent. And if you are of African descent, you're probably not living in the United States. And if you are of African descent and you live in the United States, you probably have been living in a motherfucking fish tank for the past 10 years, or you've been locked up in prison, which is kind of funny. This is what we're talking about. You could have worn just a regular mask. What's a regular mask? I don't know what the fuck a regular mask is. What's a regular mask? This mask is fine, except for, well, I guess I shouldn't say it's fine. I mean, with a few alterations, I'm going to try to make the mouthpiece bigger, I guess, and the eyepiece is bigger, and then I'm good. It's just really funny how it fits around my mouth, and it's real funny, how it fits around, the eye sockets is real funny. But with a few alterations, this mask would be decent. I'm not really worried about it. So yeah, Brother Polight is in some serious trouble. Let me see if I can actually pull up his criminal case. The dude is in some serious trouble. That trial is coming up, and I think the trial is coming up next month sometime, if I'm not mistaken. And lately he has been doing lots of broadcast trying to raise money. I'm going to allege that he's trying to raise money for his criminal trial, but he could just be doing what Brother Polight does. And Brother Polight has always been busy. He's always been out on the internet. Some would say he's a ripoff artist, and some people would just say he's a businessman, right? You tell me. You tell me. Is this dude a crook or is he a businessman? So he has this trial coming up. He has this trial coming up pretty soon. And me personally, I have some personal thoughts as to what's going to happen in that trial. And I'm going to, the title pretty much speaks for itself. That nigga going to jail. I'm just going to come out and say it. He going straight to motherfucking jail. There's no way around it. There's no way of playing with it. He's going to jail, and I'm going to get into why he is going to jail, right? I'm going to get into why he's going to jail, and that's what this stream is all about. And if I can just pull up, I'm a little unprepared here, but just give me a second here and see if I can get myself together. Say my mask is funny as hell. Hey man, I'm here to entertain, goddammit. What did he do? What's the charges? So COVID N95. I could wear that, but you know what? To be honest with you, I'm too afraid it's gonna like slide off my face, or I'm too afraid that I'm gonna have some type of malfunction, like maybe the strap will break and I would probably reveal my face unexpectedly, so maybe there are some videos where I will wear that, because I'm hoping to deliver more and more content, down the line. There's a lot of stuff that we need to be talking about. We need to talk about Marilyn Mosby. She has a federal trial coming up. We need to talk about. Of course we're going to always talk about R. Kelly. I have people complain on my page. And they were like, R. Kelly, that R. Kelly nonsense is over. You need to stop talking about R. Kelly. That's over. It's never over. It's not over until you go through the appeals process, and it's not over until you go to the Supreme Court of Illinois. Now, if you ever get yourself in trouble and you get a charge on you, and you just decide that you're gonna lay over after the verdict, that's on you. But if I was in that man's situation, ain't no way in the hell I'm finna lay down on the verdict from a jury trial. I'm fighting that shit all the way to the motherfucking end, especially when my life is on the line. So as in regards to R. Kelly, it's not over. So I'm going to continue to deliver R. Kelly content as much as I can. I probably won't follow it as closely as I did when I originally started this channel, but there's going to be, more R. Kelly content. So we got Marilyn Mosby, we got R. Kelly, and we damn sure need to start talking about Trump. We definitely have to start talking about Trump. And what's interesting about Trump is that, the guy who's actually prosecuting him, Alvin Braggs, I find him interesting. So we definitely need to have some conversations about Alvin Braggs, right? Because I got a couple of things I want to say about him. So there's lots more to come. I'm going to start doing some lives and basically speak my piece, on certain topics and give you guys a chance to say what you feel you need to say on the topic. But, in all the broadcasts, of course, I'm never going to reveal my face. I just feel like this is just about the channel. It's about law. It's about talking about politics here and there. It's about the channel itself. My personal life is not what this channel is about. And I just feel as though if I show my face, people would start digging into the non-lawyer who is the non-lawyer, and he did this and he did that, and he don't do this, and this is the type of guy he is. I'm finna cut all that shit out. I'm finna stop it before he even gets to the gate. We are just going to talk about the topics at hand, and that's it. We're not talking about nothing else. Just the topics at hand, and that's it. You ain't got to go. Don't waste your time trying to dig in my life and figure out who I am, because it's really not about me. It's about whatever the hell I'm talking about. But anyway, going about back to Brother Polight, and I'm just going to try to avoid some key words. But Brother Polight, man, look, what are the charges? Man, hey, what's going on, S2? Yeah, I'm back. I'm back, and just hoping I can deliver some more content. But talking about Brother Polight, he has a couple of felony charges, which I'm hoping I can bring up on the screen now and just share with you. He has a couple of felony charges. He has, and I think a few misdemeanor charges, but I think the felony charges are what's going to risk him going to jail. And of course, these charges involve dealing with underage people. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Let your imagination basically run wild with it. But long story dull, from my memory, if my memory serves, he was out in Miami with some of his associates. And I'm just going to call them associates in lack of a better word, because to be honest with you, I don't know what to call them, right? So he was out with his associates and female associates, and one of the female associates had a daughter, and he somehow convinced her to let the daughter go with him. And basically, he took the daughter to a hotel. Allegedly, all this stuff is alleged. Far be it for me to make stuff up or give the story to you incorrectly, but the story is out there. So allegedly, he took this young lady to a hotel, gave her alcohol, and if memory serves correct, don't quote me on this, I could be wrong, I may be remembering this incorrectly, but I'm just going to say he gave her some substances, right? Just leave it at that. And after giving the underage person substances, he basically tried to do what you shouldn't be doing with underage people. So that's the gist of the story. And I'm here to basically talk about it and just tell you why I think this dude is going to jail. There is just no way around it. He's going straight to the motherfucking pen. Absolutely no way around it. But let me see if I can find the actual case so we can actually get into it. Basically, anybody can go to Miami's criminal court and look up the case. I'm going to see if I can do that for you right now. Just give me a second here. Give me 1 second. I found it before. There's no guarantees I'm going to find it again. I should have been a little bit more prepared, but I had a lot of stuff going on, so y'all got to forgive me. And next time I will be more prepared, that's for sure. Let's see here. Let's see if I can pull this dude up. Let's go with state case number, maybe. Here, let me share my screen so you guys can see what I'm working with here. Make sure I don't have no personal info up, because I don't want y'all getting into my business, trying to figure out who the non-lawyer is and what the non-lawyer been doing, looking up the non-lawyer court cases and shit, talking about how he gonna get online and do all this, and he ain't even talking about his own problems. I'm a failure with Polight and Sinator and the conscious community. You know what? I can't really say much about the conscious community. I I like the thought of having a conscious community, but I haven't really been involved with those guys, so I don't really know what to say. And by the way, if you guys want to hop on, let me go ahead and pitch you the link real fast. If you decide you want to hop on and come hang out with your boy, and we gonna chat this up a little bit. Yeah, let me drop this link. So that's a StreamYard link. If you want to join, feel free. Feel free. But let me see if I can find this case. I'm getting. Let me share the screen first. I think I hid all my personal stuff. I hope I did. Let's see. Present. Share screen. Yeah, that's the screen we want to share. All right, we're sharing the screen. I'm going to bring up. We're going to bring up. Yeah, actually, let me stop sharing for a second because there's some things I don't want y'all to see. There's a few things I don't think y'all should be seeing. All right, 1 second. Give me a second here. Get myself situated. Get this case info. I think this is going to be it right here. Let me see how this thing works out. So this thing is, so the case number, the year is going to be 2021. The case number, oh, this shit is complicated. Let me see. Let's see. Let's just search for a defendant. Michael Nowak. And this dude got a funny name, too. I wonder, he got a white person name. Nowak. How many motherfuckers named Nowak? No disrespect. But I guess we all got white people names. Let's see here. Okay. All right, let's see. Return only defendant open cases. I'm not a robot. Let's see if this is gonna work. I hope this works. Because it seems, oh, yeah. So it's working. It looks like it's working. The only problem is it's not telling me anything. Defendant. This thing is not telling me anything. It's not telling me shit. Found the case. Michael Nowak. Date of birth. So this is I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. This thing ain't telling me shit. Come on now. Come on now. What do I need to do here? Yeah, I apologize, guys. I should have had all this taken care of and, ready to go. But, this is my first live stream, so you got to work with me. You click the information button. Oh, okay. All right. I think I'm ready to rock. I think I'm ready to share. Okay. Yeah, now we can share. Now we can share. All right, hold on a second. Let me close this other screen. All right, now we can share. I'm sorry for the little difficulty there, but we're ready to rock. We're ready to get out. So share screen. All right, so basically, this is what I'm finding on Miami's criminal records website, right? So, and everybody knows how to do this, right? So there's lots of people who talk about Brother Polight on their channel, and they go and pull the case up. But essentially, all you have to do is just go to this website, Miami-Dade or Dade, however you pronounce it, Miami-Dade County Clerks of Court. Plug in his name, and bada bing, bada boom, you'll get the information, right? So this dude got like, man, look, so he has one misdemeanor, he has one felony. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 felonies, right? So the first felony, and the thing of it is, these things are so coded, right? You don't really have an idea of what's going on if you're just looking at the codes. But I think it's lewd and lascivious um, exhibits or something like 16 to 18, and then lewd and lascivious conduct for a small person under the age of 16, and lewd and lascivious. I'm sorry, I'm acting illiterate this afternoon. MOL, just use imagination what that means, right? We want to avoid certain keywords so we don't get flagged. Of a small person between the ages of 12 and 16, and then he has another felony of 12 to 16, right? So people were saying that, he would probably get a plea deal, but there's no plea deals in sight. I'm not sure why there's no plea deals, but if they did give him a plea deal, I would urge him to take a plea deal. Just take the plea deal, dude. Call it a day. A lot of people be thinking they can beat the case, but if you did what they say you doing, you know damn well you ain't finna beat that case. So I guess we can get into why I think that dude is basically going to go to jail. I wish I could see the actual court records. I thought it was a way you could see the actual court records, so you can see. So we saw the docket, because we see the charges, and now we can scroll down and we can see the docket, and that's what we really want. So basically, and there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm not even going to pretend to have gone through all of this stuff, but this dude is in some serious trouble. Now, when you see his videos, he talks about all this financial stuff, and he talks about all this, how to make money, how to clean up your credit, so on and so forth. That's what he talks about when you see his videos. And to be honest with you, I think that dude need to be singing a different tune, right? I would be trying, if I were him, I would be trying to sway public opinion when I get out on social media. And of course, you never want to talk about your case, so he's really smart by not doing that. And you never want to talk about any particular details. He doesn't do that, right? He goes on, he talks about money, which is something he's always talked about. But in my opinion, you need to be trying to find some way to sway public opinion. In my personal opinion, you need to be trying to get people to, you need to be trying to win people over. That's what I'm trying to say. So I would be talking about issues that affect African Americans. I would be talking about issues that affect, little people. I would be talking about how I would never do, certain things, and how you've done X for the community. Yeah, I'll be trying to do something, but what he's talking about now, to be honest with you, ain't gonna get it. Now I understand that he's probably, right? I don't know for a fact why he's making these videos, but he's always made financial videos, but now it just seems like he's doing it more than ever, right? I would assume he's probably trying to raise money for his case and his appeal. And to be honest with you, I just really think he's going to jail, and we're going to get into why in 1 second. But first, I just want to go through this. So they subpoenaed somebody, and they subpoenaed them for the trial set for next month on the 1st. So that's going to be a thing to watch out for. Now, I don't know if they're going to broadcast that case. I hope they do. Let's ask Google. Will be televised? Revolution will not be televised. And of course, we got the sister, I forget her name, but she's a lawyer and she talks about a lot of legal situations. And she is like one of the first people to pop up. I actually did a live stream with her, and I wanted to copy the content and put it on my channel, but she wouldn't let me. I'll see if I can find that link to that one live stream that I appeared on and put it in this video. But really, really intelligent sister. Obviously, she sounds like a really good lawyer. You definitely need to check her out. Not that she needs any shout outs or anything like that. Brother Polight case going to be going to trial. We don't know if it's going to be televised, so that's the thing to know. I'll do a little bit more research on that and let you guys know if it's going to be televised, because that's going to be the thing to watch. But look, here it is, people. So next month, on the 1st of the month, this dude is going to trial, and he's going to lose. He is definitely going to lose. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I never pretend to be a lawyer. And typically, I talk about facts, but this is an opinionated piece. And I say he's going to lose. I'm just going to stop sharing here. I say he's going to lose for several reasons. The first reason he's going to lose is because they have his DNA. They have his DNA. And anytime they have your DNA and they can present your physical, not your physical DNA, but anytime they can present your DNA in a criminal trial, that's going to be extremely difficult to overcome. When I talk about they have his DNA, part of the police report, and I'll see if I can put a link to a video I made on this subject, but part of the police report basically says that his bodily fluids were basically on the little person, and they basically took his DNA from the bodily fluids, right? So they have that. So that in and of itself is basically, in my opinion, going to be enough to send this dude to jail. Because how in the hell are you going to explain you have your bodily fluids? And again, I'm avoiding keywords, but you guys know what I'm talking about. How in the hell are you going to explain your bodily fluids being on a little person? You can't explain that shit. That shit can't be explained. So when a jury hears that, in my personal opinion, that case is going to be over. All they got to do is just come up and say, look, y'all, we got this nigga's DNA on this little person. We got his DNA on his little person. Case closed. That's all they have to do is just come out and just show that, and it's over, right? Another reason that he's going to be convicted, in my personal opinion, again, typically I talk about facts and I present facts, but this is an opinionated piece. No, I'm not a lawyer, but I have a right to basically exercise my own opinion, just like everybody else does. But another reason he's going to go to jail is because they have witnesses. Of course, the little person is going to, testify. The mother is going to testify. And my personal opinion, and the mother is going to be pissed off. So there's no way that, in my personal opinion, there's no way she's going to backtrack and basically forgive Brother Polight for what he allegedly did. She's not going to forgive him for that shit. So, the quote goes, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. She's scorned. Hell, I would be scorned if somebody did that to, my kids, right? So there's that, so there's no way that she's going to just, out of the kindness of her heart, just decide to up and forgive Brother Polight and not testify, or to give him some type of testimony that's going to keep him from going to jail. Nah, she's going to say any and everything she can to try to get that dude locked up. S2 says, I'm not on Polight's side, but were the fluids on her cloths or on her body? From what I read, it was on her cloths. They were on her cloths. I think, if memory serves correct, according to the police report, the Brother Polight didn't fully execute, allegedly, right? Allegedly, because I don't want him trying to come back and sue me for some nonsense. Allegedly, Brother Polight didn't get a chance to fully execute his fiendish plans or his fiendish plots. I think he got kind of halfway. Let me see if I can find a police report and hope that I can find it so I can give you some details. 1 second. Yeah. And actually, you know what? Yeah. Actually, I do have a video on it, but I don't even feel like trying to find that video. I may have to. Images. This is going to be a pain in you. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it really quick. See if I can find it. Yeah, this is going to be too hard to find right now. I do have a video. That's not what I want. I do have a video of where I talk about the police report and I go into the details about the police report. I'll see if I can post that to the end of this live stream so you can see it. But if memory serves correct, basically, he allegedly he gets her up to the hotel. He gives her some liquor, and allegedly, if memory serves correct, don't quote me, he gives her some type of substance. So she's drunk and possibly high. And at that point, he, tries to, pull certain things out and put it, into her mouth. And I don't know if that's how the body fluids got on, the little person, or, if something else happened. But that's basically what the police report says. As to, I think Polight will say that he was with the mom. She was angry with him. But angry with him. That's what she's meaning to say. She put the cloths on the girl, and they are trying to frame him for money. So you know what? It's a criminal case. It's a criminal case. So anything can go down. Anything can go down. Yeah, I'd be trying to say things like that too. I'd be trying to say a lot of things. But what do you think? What kind of excuse is he going to come up with when they show when they bring receipts of him going into the hotel with the little girl? When they show receipts, video evidence. I'm not saying there is video evidence, but what if they have video evidence of him entering the hotel with the little girl? They're definitely going to have a registry where he basically booked the room, so on and so forth. How is he going to explain all that? Taking the little girl away from the hotel where they all were, and then going to get another hotel, with the little girl, and just him and her in the room. How's he going to explain stuff like that? But you know what? It's a criminal trial, so there's a lot of things that excuses he can come up with. And that's why I'm hoping that it's going to be televised, just to see what kind of game they're going to run, just to see what type of excuse he's going to come up with. But honestly, I don't think he's going to win this. I'm not saying he can't win, but let's think about it. R. Kelly has been locked up for less. They didn't have any physical evidence in R. Kelly's case. All they had in R. Kelly's case was testimony. Not supporting him, but we have seen Polight argue facts. Well, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. Polight is an extremely intelligent brother. And that dude got a mouthpiece. He probably can sell ice cubes to an Eskimo. No doubt about it. But I guess it's all going to boil down to who is selected for the jury. If you have a bunch of no nonsense type of people on the jury, then yeah, he could probably walk. He could probably get away. But if you have conscious people on the jury, and you know people, that that's just really not for any bullshit, that nigga going to jail. I'm sorry, there's no way around it. And to be honest with you, it really depends. It depends on who they have on the jury. But to be honest with you, all the evidence they have against him, you need. There's only a few ways that I see him walking away from this. Either you done made a deal with the motherfucking devil. That's one way, and he just let you ride so you can go out there and keep doing it, right? Or actually, that's the only way I see you coming. Or you, there's some type of miracle, that his lawyer does and basically gets him off. But I really don't see him getting away with this because, like I said, they've gotten R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, what's his name, Weinstein. They've gotten them for less. They didn't even have any evidence. All they did was just get motherfucking testimony, and that's it. So in this case, Brother Polight has a testimony of the mother. He has the testimony of the little person, and there is going to be physical evidence. And any detective involved in this case is going to go and get basic records like what time he checked into the hotel room with the little person. A detective is going to get copies of the videotapes of the hotel room because damn well they got camera footage of hotels. And Polight has been in jail before murder. It's going to be interesting. I'm not supporting him. It'll be interesting. Good conversations are coming. You know what? I like Brother Polight. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I like Brother Polight. There's things I like about Brother Polight. I mean, let's be real. The dude is captivating. Did he actually, do these things to the little girl? I'm just going to come out and tell you, I think he did. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he did. Will he get off for this? I don't think so. I think he's going straight to jail. And you don't have to look far to find to come to a conclusion that he's going to go to jail. You don't have to look far. All you have to do is just look at Bill Cosby, look at Weinstein, what's his name? Look at Epstein, look at R. Kelly. You don't have to look far. I think the only exception in this, and this is content that I need to do in the future, the only exception is Cuban Gooding Jr. Because I don't know if Cuban Gooding Jr. did an Illuminati sacrifice or if he did a deal with the devil. But the last time I checked, all his problems were basically, clearing up. And they got videotape of this motherfucker grabbing motherfuckers in clubs and shit. So Cuban Gooding Jr. is the only exception to all this. And I think he still has some cases coming. But yeah, I mean, you know what? If you get the right lawyers and if you get, the right set of circumstances lined up, yeah, maybe he'll beat it. I want to see him beat it. I want to see the dude beat it. I don't want to see him get away with what I believe he did, and I'm just going to tell you that personally, I think he did it. But, like I said, I like the guy. He's very charismatic. I don't like a lot of stuff that I like his charisma. Let me say that, because, the thing of it is that, when these people, they come on the scene, you love them and you hate them. Of course, I don't support doing bad things to, innocent people. I don't support that. I don't support ripping people off on internet schemes. I don't support that. But I do like, the way he talks, and I do like, how he gets on the internet and he's entertaining, and I do like the fact that he's intelligent. I like those things. So, with a lot of these people, you love them and you hate them, right? But with that said, the nigga going to jail. There's no way around it. He is going to jail. So probably in the near future, I'm probably gonna make some content on what his prison life is gonna be like, and just starting to explore Miami-Dade's or Miami's prison culture and prison community. Because that's what he has to look forward to, going to prison, and what it's going to be like to be in prison as somebody who's been convicted for that type of thing. But yeah, S2, so let me ask you, do you honestly think that this dude is going to walk? Let me ask you. Do you honestly think that this dude is going to walk? That's what I want to know. There's just too much stacked against him for him to walk. I'm serious. There's just way too much stacked against the dude for him to walk. And I just don't think it's going to happen. I would really like to find this police report. Maybe I can just go to my YouTube channel and I can find a video where I talk about his potential, where I talk about the arrest record, actually. Let me see here. Brother Polight. Let's see. I think this might be it. Let me just skim through this, where I can give you the details of the police report, so you can see for yourself. And like I said, it's already, a lot of people have actually covered the material already. But yeah, so you know what? Let's just do a quick recap. And yeah, let me see how I can see what's the best way to go about this. Let's see here. Present. Do I present the video file? You know what? I don't even think I can present this because I would have to download the video. We ain't gonna go through all that. But I'll give you a link to the video where I actually go through this stuff. And if you watch this video, it's going to be about the 16 minute 42 second mark. And in that at that mark, that's why I get into the actual case details and the allegations, so on and so forth. I just don't see how this dude is going to walk. I really don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, so that's the actual link to a video that I've done. So yeah, so what, this is pretty much it for this live stream. I just wanted to get on here to tell you guys that I'm going to start doing more and more content. There's a lot of things that we could be talking about. We can talk about Michael Irvin. We got to talk about Trump. We got to talk about Trump's prosecutor, Alvin Braggs. There's just a ton of things going on in the world right now that, we need to discuss. We need to get into. And, so just expect, more content from me in the future. Sometime this week, I should do another live stream. And, of course, I'll schedule that. And then there'll also be content that I'll deliver that won't be live stream. It'll just be, content. And, of course, we want to cover the R. Kelly appeals. We definitely have to cover that. As to, I don't know, really, things get thrown out. It's not entertaining. I have been following Polight since the days he was on Sarnator. No, Brother Polight's case is not going to get thrown out. If this shit was going to get thrown out, it would have been thrown out a long time ago. And they've been trying to get it thrown out all this time. This is what they've been trying to do. But that's not working. That case is going down on next month, the first of next month. I hope they televise it, so we can get all the nitty gritty details and real time information. But it's definitely not getting thrown out. I'll tell you that for sure. So at any rate, that's pretty much going to be it for this video, this live stream. Look forward to seeing you guys in the future and just delivering more content. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And let me know what you think about Brother Polight's situation. Do you think he's actually going to go to jail? Do you think he's going to walk? Do you think he's going to have a really good defense? If there's one thing I can say about Brother Polight, is that I believe he's going to have a really good defense. And unfortunately, I don't know, whatever that defense is going to be, I don't think it's going to be enough to basically keep him from going to jail. But look, this is just my opinion. I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong about a lot of things. I was wrong about R. Kelly not going to jail, and he ended up going to jail. So I've been wrong about a lot of things. I'm not afraid to admit that I'm wrong. I just think I'm going to be right about this particular thing. So we'll see. Yeah, this case, S2 says, let me just post her comment. I don't think the case will be thrown out. Parts can be. I think the phase. So this is my understanding of the criminal justice system, is that there's a phase in which these things go through. And the first part of that phase is, typically you have the criminal investigation, and then, the police or detectives, they write up the charges, and they basically write up what they think the charges should be. Then from there, this is my opinion, this is what I deduct. And then from there, they discuss these potential charges with the prosecutors. The prosecutors mull over, the charges, and they, go through whether or not they should add more charges or get rid of some charges. And they, at that point, they try to figure out if the case is winnable. Is this shit winnable? Can we actually lock this motherfucker up? Okay, no, we're going to throw the case out. Okay, we can win this. Okay, let's proceed. And then from there, they type up an indictment. And then from the indictment, the person basically goes to court. And it's at that particular time that the person has the chance to file a motion to dismiss charges, so on and so forth. So all that happens in the earliest stage of a case. Once the case has gotten this far, and I think I showed you the docket. Once the case has gotten this far, it's going down. I mean, there's no way around it. It's going down. So this case has been going on since 2021. And, let me give you a quick recap before I go. Just a really quick recap. One second here. One second. Yeah, so this case has been going on since 2021, right? So basically, he has the arraignment, and, they go through this thing. He gets bond. Information is filed. Motion for continuance. I would say the time for dismissing the case or dismissing charges was probably early 2021. And to be honest with you, I think they did dismiss some charges, and they refiled some charges. They dismissed some charges, and then they filed more charges. So he ended up with basically the same thing that he has, the same charges, if not worse charges, that he has now, right? So as you can see, 2021, 2022, This has been going on for a long time. So I don't see anything getting dismissed. He just has to beat them at this point. If he can't beat them, then he's going to jail. Plain and simple. Now, of course, everything that I said today is alleged. I'm not a lawyer. I don't pretend to be a lawyer. And I don't have any legal training. I'm just some dude on the internet reading information about cases and giving his own opinion. So everything in this is alleged. And, I'm not a lawyer. So it's just my own opinion. So you guys let me know what you think about this case. You guys let me know if you think Brother Polight is going to beat the case. You guys let me know what type of defense you think Brother Polight is going to present. And we all know that, the dude is smart. He's intelligent. So I think he's going to come out with something fantastic. That's my own personal opinion. He's going to come out with something fantastic, something crazy to try to beat this shit. But at the end of the day, it's not going to work because you got your body fluids on the little person and you got people who are going to come to court and testify. And you have people who have been convicted for less. This is the Me Too movement era. Black men are motherfucking under siege for having sex. So they just trying to lock motherfuckers up just for having sex, to be honest with you. So black men and white men, right? But more so, black men has more the fear than white men because, whatever happens to, white people in court, any unfairness, any injustice they could potentially receive in court can be exponentially higher to the power of 10 for black people. So this is the Me Too movement era. You already know they locking motherfuckers up for just having sex, just for looking like you want to have sex. They gonna lock you up and destroy your reputation. So do you honestly think in this damn time this dude is not going to jail? Please. Please. According to the police report, it was on the little person. I'm gonna make one more attempt to find this police report, so we can go through it. One more attempt. This is gonna be a Hail Mary. Michael. Police report. I forget how I found it the first time. Maybe just maybe I got something for you. No, this is not it either. Yeah, this damn thing is just too goddamn elusive. I don't know how I found it the first time. But I found it and I have a video where I talk about it. I actually go through it. Yeah. You're just gonna have to watch the video that I have attached to this. Let me try something else. Plus PDF. A lot of times I go and dig for this stuff for you guys, but this time I'm a little bit unprepared. Yeah, so you just gonna have to watch the video. Yeah, you're just gonna have to watch my video on the subject. There's no I can't find it. The LP could have put here. Let me. The LP could have put on or played with the garment he wore, or the mom set him up. Yeah, okay. It's simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. Once you look at the police report, again, I'll add a link to the police report at the end of this live stream. and everything is going to make sense. The story that I got from the police report, I haven't seen anything from Polight's legal team to suggest different. And maybe they're saving that for the trial because they don't want to give away that show their hand. But the story that I'm getting from the police report is that they went to Miami on some type of excursion, and it was Brother Polight and one of his female associates, and it was a party of them, right? And somehow Brother Polight convinces the mother to let Brother Polight take the young girl to do something, whatever. I can't remember the details, but it's in the police report. And then from there, he takes her to a hotel. So I'm interested to see how he's going to explain how he ends up taking this, little girl to a hotel, right? How do you explain that shit, right? So you're going to have to take that and put everything in context. It's not just that they found his bodily fluids on, the young person, but you got to take the whole thing in context. This dude was in a hotel with her. They did a toxicology report on, the young person, and that toxicology report came back showing that she had stuff in her system. So you have to understand his bodily fluids being on her doesn't sit alone by itself in some type of vortex, right? Or a vacuum, or whatever you want to say. I'm saying silly shit now, but it's not just the fact that he had his bodily fluids on her and that was it, but he was in a hotel with her, her alone. She was intoxicated, and they have tests to show this. And they found his bodily fluids. And like I said, they're going to have a smart detective, a detective that is basically earning his pay, is going to get the hotel records, and he's going to get video evidence. So man, this is going to be devastating, right? If I could explain how devastating this shit is going to be for Brother Polight, think of if you know anything about Star Wars. I can only make nerdy references, but if you know anything about Star Wars, just picture the Death Star blowing up a motherfucking planet. That's how bad this shit is going to be for him. But again, I want to see what type of defense he's going to put up for his trial. I want to see what type of defense he's going to put up. But at any rate, people, look, that's it for this video. Look forward in the future for more content. And, let me know what you guys think. Questions or comments are welcome. Do you think Brother Polight is going to beat this trial? Do you think Brother Polight is going to, if he doesn't beat it, you think he's going to put up a good defense? Do you think that, the mother is going to testify, which, damn well she is? Questions or comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.